Hi friends. So the film 83 is finally out for all of us to watch. We all know that it's about our famous historic 83 World Cup win under Kapil Dev. But when the trailer of this film was released few weeks back, we were really amazed on seeing the characterizations, especially the portrayal of Kapil Dev by our Ranveer Singh, and the expectations have risen like anything. And we were all eagerly waiting when this film will be out for us to watch in the big screen, especially. So the day has come. So let's see whether it really meets the expectations. All the cricket lovers, especially the current generation youth who haven't got an opportunity to see Kapil Dev playing. So this film is a must watch for them to understand why Kapil is so special and what he is capable of. As many might be knowing already, before Kapil arrives into the international scene, India has produced only very few fast bowlers, quality fast bowlers especially. So there were times in the 70s where India opened the bowling with four spinners: Venkat Raghavan, Bedi, Prasanna, Chandrasekhar. Even Gavaskar used to bowl the first few overs to make the ball lose its shine and give it to the spinners back. So Kapil's arrival has shown to the world that India can produce a quality fast bowler who can swing the ball, who can bowl the ball at good pace, especially with his special side-on action. Few years he started proving his batting talent as well, and he has become an all-rounder. He has scored around 8 international hundreds, test hundreds, and one day hundred, which is the famous 175 not out, which we all know. We have already seen biopics films like MS Dhoni, Sachin, and even Azhar. So it's good that we are now seeing a film on 83 World Cup. Really appreciate the producers of this film and Kabir Khan especially for making a bold attempt of recreating this 83 World Cup magic and bringing it back to the screen for us to watch. It's not going to be easy. So first of all, we need to find actors who are really looking like the real players. So that's the biggest challenge of all. After that, you have to really show and make an impact. So if you are not properly capturing and effectively showing it in the screen, it will give you a different impression altogether. People will think that what is that 83 win by fluke, we have just won another World Cup, something like that. So it's not the case. So the biggest plus of this film is the identification of actors who are exactly or more or less looking like the real life heroes, especially Ranveer Singh, who has done a tremendous work. Hats off to Ranveer Singh for exactly portraying and bringing it back our old Kapil Dev Nikaj. He shows us exactly how Kapil was during 83 times with his big moustache, his typical side-on action, and how he bowls, how he struggles while speaking in English, walks, how he smiles while talking seriously, how he reacts and things like that. It's an excellent job by Ranveer Singh, and the film is a must-watch just for Ranveer's performance. You can watch the film a number of times. To the other actors who have played the roles of Yashpal Sharma, Krishnamachari Srikanth, Sunil Gavaskar, Dilip Vengsarkar, Madan Lal, Roger Binny, Mohinder Amarnath, and Balvinder Singh Sandhu, especially Syed Kirmani. Everyone has played their role really well, and Jiva stands out. Excellent performance by Jiva as Krishnamachari Srikanth. So for the current generation who doesn't know much about Krishnamachari Srikanth, he was the first dashing Indian opener in those days. Especially he started his career in 82-83 and he played till 92 World Cup, I believe. So he doesn't care about who's bowling in the other end. He simply goes and hits, playing his own game. So he was kind of guru to our Virendra Sehwag. So the next top performer I would rate is Jiva as Krishnamachari Srikanth. He has done so much hard work in bringing it back to Krishnamachari Srikanth. The way he winks, he just smokes the cigarettes, the way he talks, and exactly everything almost matches. Great job, Jiva. So coming to film's screenplay was really good. So it just opens up with Kapil Dev's famous catch of Vivian Richards in the finals, and then it cuts to where we started our tour to England in the 83 World Cup. So Kabir Khan was showing literally what was the impression people were having about the Indian cricket team in those days and how the other teams were looking at us. It's literally like how we treat currently a country like Namibia, Bangladesh kind of thing. In those days they were treating us, because It's because we have been winning in the test matches in the 60s, 70s, no doubt about it. But coming to one day cricket, we were just learning. In the 75 World Cup, total disaster. 79 World Cup, another bigger disaster. So everyone was seeing us as a kind of jokers, bunch of jokers coming to play one day cricket. They were thinking that we were not capable of doing things. And then the film shows more into the dressing room discussions, the sentiments, how every player from different states behave. For example, Kapil Dev from Haryana, Krishnamacharya Srikanth from down south, Yashpal Sharma, Balvinder Singh Sandhu, Syed Kirmani, how the dressing room atmosphere was. He was just tried to recreate everything as it was before. And he's showing the situations exactly before each and every match, right from the first league match we had with West Indies. Even though we have won the first match against West Indies, everyone was thinking that it's just a fluke. And one great thing is that they have found players of exact match for the West Indies cricketers as well. Vivian Richards, Clive Lloyd, Malcolm Marshall, Michael Holding. According to me, one of the great thing that was done by Kabir Khan especially in this film is that once a famous incident happens, a ball is being bowled and the batsman is playing a famous shot, whether it's getting out or whatever it is, he's just showing in black and white what was the real incident happened, just for us to remember or recollect. Really a great idea and it works really. The next thing I enjoyed most in this film is that how he captures the mindset of the individual players match after match. Because after the first two wins, certain players are getting a bit overconfident and just thinking that we will win the remaining matches as well. Whereas Kapil is not. He's a bit serious and he's aiming that he will win the World Cup, without which he will not go back. The real highlight is that when they show the finals. They show the finals in such a way that we are seeing the real finals. We forget everything, whether we have won the World Cup, we really forget, and we are just seeing it as a real match. So that is a success. There is no specific comedy track in the film, but the director is brilliant enough to show the characterization of each of the players and including the comedies that have happened inside the dressing room. They were all brilliant. So Deepika Padukone is coming as Kapil Dev's wife, Romi. Her part is a bit small, but still she has done her job well. So the another big hero in this film is the cameraman, who is exactly showing the beautiful English grounds, the way the matches were played, the close reactions of players, etc. So there were few jovial instances that were also included in the film, like real Mohinder Amarnath is watching the matches and TV when Ranveer Singh hits a six and our Kapil Dev is sitting as a spectator, etc. But in Mohinder Amarnath's case, they would have limited, but they are showing it more number of times. They could have avoided that. About music, there were few songs in the film. They were not that impressive. Background score was really good. Let me talk about any negative points in the film. They are showing only the matches from India's standpoint. There is not even a single scene which shows how the other teams like New Zealand, Pakistan, etc., how they have fared in the tournament. So there were not even a reference to those. Of course, that's not a big flaw. The length of the film, they could have slightly reduced. That's what I feel, because 3 hours is too much. So they could have slightly cut short some of the dressing room sequences, some jokes, etc., etc., and they could have made it a neat film. Overall verdict, it's a brilliant film, must watch, no other words. Please go and watch in the big screens. Thank you.